But now there was one question where it is settled but still under challenge. The question was, I'm not reading the entire question. Under the solar photosynthesis or irrigation pump scheme, small and marginal farmers are eligible for how much grant? Then 4 options were given. The grant figure was changed by the government, but it was not reflected on the website. So students can't be faulted if he doesn't know about the answer. So the commission took an equitable decision that for this question, everybody would be given 1 mark. So everyone is at par.
Otherwise, how much marks is to be given?
1 mark.
1 mark.
If the answer is wrong,
no negative mark.
There is a negative mark. I answer all everything. I'm not the enemy. I'm an opponent. Everyone got one answer. Now their case is, I'm just giving a brief background. Their case is that no, those who gave wrong answer, cut their mark. Those who gave right answer, give 1 mark. While our stand is that this is an equitable decision, which is not even alleged to be to help someone or to deny someone the right, or it is too arbitrary, etc. There is always a room available to the commission that in case of such confusion, there are possibility of 2 answers. They say that already we give 1 answer to everyone. But these 2 questions, the reason is this,
these 2 questions you have not given.
We have not given. If you have given wrong answer,
what are these 2 questions?
This national highway number 2.
Where can we find it?
Yes. I have 5
Question number?
Question number 63.
there is a short
Page
Question number 60.
Question numbers change from paper to paper.
Page B of the SL.
This would be easier. Only 2 pages. I have written down the 3 questions.
Which is the longest national highway?
Yes. Going through Uttar Pradesh. Again, see, this is what matters. Your lordship read which is the longest national highway. But the question was, which is the longest national highway passing through Uttar Pradesh? So it is to assess a person's ability to perceive the question correctly.
Which is the correct answer?
Yes, none of them.
None of them.
Yes.
Why?
Because earlier National Highway 2 was the longest national highway passing through Uttar Pradesh. Thereafter, the government of India, in the general reshuffle, renumbered this national highway 2 as National Highway 90, and therefore the answer is none of them.
I should give 1, 1, 2, 2.
Look, this happened in 2010. And exam is after 12 years. A person is supposed to know. It is going to be a Lekhpal, and your lordships are aware.
In Allahabad, there is a street called Nyayamar. Hastings Road. It changed to Nyayamar, then it changed to CSP Singh Marg, and everybody calls it Hastings Road even today. Many on Nyayamar. Remember,
people name the roads, not the government. So that's how in Ahmedabad we have a relief road. The original name is Tilak Marg, but we call it relief road. I understand it. But this is a question where.
Why do you ask such questions? That's a question.
To find out whether you have understood the question correctly.
And then waste everybody's time here. Who is the better batsman, Sunil Gavaskar or Vivian Richard?
That may perhaps be a question which cannot be answered.
That is why. There was a question: a child is left more by mother or father or grandfather.
No. Suppose, I ask a question: who has scored highest number of runs amongst the following? Then there has to be one answer. But this is a matter of perception whether Vivian Richard is better. But this is not a matter of perception.
My perception is that purana number chal raha hai.
If I may intervene.
All contemporary books continue to say National Highway 2. There are notifications.
You also believe that NH2 is the
It may also be correct, but if the answer is factually incorrect,
Yes.
how will you get
No,
marks?
there.
It is to test your current knowledge.
There believe.
Their books.
19.
I may say so.
In 2010, there is a gazette
एक
notification.
तो ये हो गया, दूसरा क्या है?
This plus solar photo where we have given one mark.
Question number?
नहीं, but
Which is the question number?
Under that standing.
where did Mahatma Gandhi start the Satyagraha?
Start the Satyagraha.
What is your answer here?
Answer is Sabarmati. Started from Sabri. It ended Manor there.
Lord, I'm sorry.
And thereafter,
Lord, explaining the background is one thing. And Lord, starting arguing the case is completely.
all Satyagraha.
I'm sorry, Lord.
Only a minute. Sir, please. Sir, Dandi Satyagraha in fact started
No,
No.
from
no. I have read a book on it. No, it is not. See, Gandhi ji says that we are going to break this law, this black law we are going to break.
that's the
And
starting.
then Dandi, no. Technical point, to wahi hai. As a lawyer, think about it. He said, I am breaking the law now. I have made the sort. There it is starts. And then the All India movement starts. Not just, it is not limited to that. But you can say that, Mr. Tushar, we are with you on this. It can be both. So give both. सवाल ही आपका ऐसा है.
Lord, in Naujivan publication, Lord, which is Gandhiji's publication, Lord, he started Satyagraha at Satyagraha means now I am starting the Satyagraha. He never returned, Manoj. He said I am starting this Satyagraha.
You are right. That can be also there. We are with you. But this is also correct. If someone wants it to be very technical, you say no. From the moment the salt is made, the tipping point is that.
Satyagraha ended. Salt Satyagraha ended.
No, Satyagraha movement started from there. Dandi March starts from there.
I'm sorry. Can you see the distinction? Ultimately, your lordship's call, Manoj, finally. Satyagraha started and thereafter continued till the independence.
No.
But salt Satyagraha ended at Dandi.
No. This salt Satyagraha is another name for civil disobedience movement of
A
1930-31.
part of it, not another name, Manoj. A part of it. For example, burning of foreign clothes was one part. So this was one part.
Yes.
Salt Satyagraha started in Sabarmati, ended in thereafter there was no salt Satyagraha. After Dandi, there is no salt Satyagraha. Satyagraha continued in general. That is freedom of, that is no cooperation movement, non-cooperation, and several things.
No, I am told it happened elsewhere also. लोगों ने नमक बनाया फिर
Yes.
On the same.
तो सी साइड में लोगों ने बनाया.
But simple, when Gandhiji started, but then everybody may have
Very
started.
lesser known people went to jail, were beaten up by police.
Yes.
Yes.
And Lord, that lifting soil, that was the actually clinching moment. And that's Lord the offering of
But
Satyagraha.
what the learned Solicitor General is saying can also be a
The argument is so esoteric that your lordships are.
दोनों को दे दो.
Exactly. Is that
Yeah.
answer? Are supposed to be
Ah,
logic.
Yeah, that is the point. See,
Elaborate budget.
I bow down to what your lordship says. But Lekhpal is supposed to know the history. Lekhpal is supposed to know
No, it's not the Lekhpal.
you are participating in a competitive examination.
Sorry, solicitor can't convince your lordship. Sorry, I was not convinced by the solicitor's arguments.
that point is supposed to know, but what kind of an exam is also to be considered, not an IS exam.
That's right.
We are dealing with Lekhpal. Just see the stratum of society which competes for Lekhpal.
29,000 people are participating.
There will be actually very bright people. Some of them may be the brightest. But they come, they want to get a job immediately. And
Very important job. Lekhpal is not.
very important. No job is unimportant in my
No,
opinion.
Lekhpal is otherwise considered to be a better.
So you showed your usual big-heartedness the last time. And you said, I'll give it to him.
And there are only 198 people before your lordship.
My statement is clear that if they succeed on merits, there would be supernumerary posts.
So if we give 1 mark for both, they succeed. Then they succeed.
That entire thing will have to be reshuffled. Some of the selected will go out.
Nobody goes out. That's the point.
That will ensure nobody goes out.
Not one person needs to go out.
And there are only
There are
198.
90
How many more seats you'll have to How many seats? ऐसे नहीं होगा ये.
I'm sorry.
How many seats you'll have to create?
Lord, the total number of seats are 8,085. The total number of seats, the honorable bench is asking. And the number of people who will be affected if appointment is given to candidates in the revised list would be 829.
829 more.
And unfilled posts are 188.
Affected in what way? 829 will be affected in what way? They will be removed?
Yes.
No. I think
189,
that's what they said. Just
8,000 posts have been filled. Huh?
No, my lord, not filled up, not filled up. Advertised 8085.
My
Advertised 8085. Posts actually filled in 6164.
61.
64. And written posts 1921. And total number of candidates, your lordship, sir.
I have filed an affidavit.
See, on this, the vacancy will believe his affidavit. Will not believe any other.
Record, they have
But difficulty would
Of
be.
course, we tell you with the record also, from the post advertised and all that.
we've annexed the record. Have you seen my affidavit? We've annexed the record. Their record has been annexed by us.
So the
And the last of
You are for whom?
for the commission.
I appear for the commission, but the difficulty.
आपको क्या मतलब है?
Sir,
We have both for the commission.
नहीं है मतलब, but I can clarify.
No, we have both for the commission. We are answering the court.
One issue is that there are,
Actually, you are the one who has created all this mess. You made this wrong questions.
it's all our subjective questions, sometime.
अब वो यही दिक्कत है ना. अभी हम लोग का टाइम इसी में जा रहा है और डांडी मार कर रहे हैं हम लोग यहाँ.
Well, the big question was yesterday. I was just telling my learned yesterday in one function, somebody was talking about ghazals. So I said, do you like ghazals written by Jagjit Singh? He said, yes, I write three, four.
Written by Jagjit.
Exactly. One person said that you listen to the question. He said written by, not sung by. That's not. Someone said that this was a trick question.
Somebody wrote a judgment and some share of Ghalib, and he said ghazal by Jagjit Singh. Sher Ghalib ka hai.
The ignorance of the people is to such an extent. I told somebody in Ahmedabad, when I came to Delhi from Ahmedabad, I used to come, that I visited Ghalib's Haveli. And that idiot, I'm sorry, pardon my word, asked me, कि उनसे मिल पाए?
अरे,
मैंने कहा नहीं मिल पाया, मैं करीब 100 साल से ज्यादा लेट हो गया, उसका इंतकाल हो गया.
But the problem is here that once somebody approached the Honorable High Court,
who's for state of UP?
Mr. Harish Pandey, and you was.
He is the main person who should.
Yes. So once some relief was granted, thereafter series of petitions started to be filed. Ultimately, my Lord Justice Mishra was there in subsequent order. The order had to be passed that no more petitions now.
No more.
And that no more petition was 23/11/2023. Cut-off date. Now, your Lordship passed this order. It is made clear that neither High Court of Allahabad nor subordinate courts thereto shall entertain any petition with regard to examination its question, which shall be taken to logical conclusion by the Commission. The first appeal, my Lord, is the person who never filed a petition in the High Court. Yes, let me clarify.
Was filed after the cut-off date.
And never filed, never went to the court. They immediately challenged somebody else's order and filed LPA in the High Court. And against rejection of that LPA, he has approached here, and that is the lead appeal.
Not right. Your lordship started
May have that in
in the name of explaining the background.
Just 1 minute. Just one minute. Page 1
But you
of.
have to satisfy first. Because it is our order. He has fixed the cut-off date.
One thing
And
is
if you have filed.
if there is an order of this court, we say not beyond this, will not entertain.
Para 10.
If you
Para 10
are-
of this.
First case, your special appeal is dismissed on this count. It is dismissed on this count and you are saying, no, he is not making correct.
I'm saying,
Who was the date on which you have filed the
Because
petition?
these are they don't allow
You
us
say-
to proceed.
You first demonstrate that High Court's order is actually
They never
incorrect.
allow us to proceed. My lord, it is clear confusion.
It is our order, it is a cut-off date and you would want us to
You don't
violate our
give
order.
us 5 minutes patient hearing. I'll just try clarifying it as well.
That's what I'm saying. But the only thing I'm saying
Page,
is,
para 10, para 10.
what is the background? Explain us. In the
Correct.
explaining the background, the respondents are trying to argue. This is not
Yeah.
fair.
Para 3 of the order of the High Court says, in
Yes.
the present case,
Yes.
the appellant has not raised any challenge to the answer by filing writ petition before the cutoff date 21/11/23. So, if you have filed it before, the writ petition was filed.
I will point out that.
Yes, now.
Yes, yes. Lord, please have a look at the single judge's order. I will point out, Lord, from the record itself.
No, you have filed before that.
Lord, when an issue of that particular question is raised by a candidate, it Lord, covers everybody. That issue.
No.
What happens is this.
That's what is happening before this honorable court. Every day there is an application. We are not able to quantify whom to give this benefit.
Let me point out. When the petition was filed by some people, the stand of the commission was what was relied upon to show that 30% is actually the discount, the grant which is provided by the state government is only a proposal. That was their stand. Please note this. On the basis of that, learned just records that since it is only a proposal to grant 30% and not 40 and actually existing at 45, and therefore we dismiss the petition.
Kya grant?
The grant for that pump, the particular pump, first purchase, solar pump, for that, how much is the grant of the government? 45%, 30%, etc., etc. All along, we got 30% of the stand, documents were supplied. In that, the government, the commission stand is.
Will not.
That is a different SLP, my lord.
Not
This is not first SLP, my lord.
Shows the
Hitesh-
order of the High
Hitesh
Court.
SLP.
Shows the order of the High Court which says not beyond 23/11/23. Shows that. Where is that order which
No, that's
says?
Yes, I have given the copy of the order.
Supreme Court's order. Where
No,
is
what
it?
happens is, may I say something?
Of that order.
Sir, can your lordship pardon my,
By the commission.
but can your lordship pardon my absence for 5 minutes?
Yes, yes.
Lord, may I say what happened actually? What was your lordship's intention?
ये 23 कहाँ आ रहा है? ये order pass हुआ 21/11 ना?
21/11.
Extremely technical.
19 का order.
In fact, this order was subsequently diluted by some other order.
No, reconfirm.
No, but this cutoff date in relation to other questions. Because what this order says, that no other petition shall be entertained in regard to the examination in question.
I will clarify. 1 minute. What happened? When this order was passed, there were various petitions pending in the High Court.
Where is
Then the
subsequent-
High Court started dismissing the matters on the basis of this order. So it was clarified later on.
Where is that order?
Petition?
Where is
Yes,
that order?
that order we have passed on. That whichever petition is already pending will not be dismissed on the basis of this order. That will be decided on the merit. 1, 2, 3, 4, para 5, according to stakeholder. And the context is that para 3, my lord. Lordship may have this.
Yeah.
So it was, may I read this? Para 5. The issue relating to answer, so this was settled, my lord. I am not getting into that. Other petitions that have been filed challenging answer keys to any other question of any other booklet filed on or before 21st of November 2023 shall be taken to logical conclusion by the High Court within 4 weeks from today, and the judgment passed by judgment shall be placed by the state government before the court on the next date of hearing. Any petition filed after 21/11/2023 questioning any answer key to any questions in any booklet, series, or any other issues related to subject matter shall not be entertained by the High Court. So, this is the final order now. At this stage, they never went and filed any writ petition in the first matter, my lord. They picked up somebody else's order, which was earlier rejected in relation to National Highway. And they said, permit me to file appeal. And that permission was rejected by this impugned order, against which they have come here and they are pressing this. So this is the first matter. So my respectful submission is, there are 18 people, they should be straightway dismissed so that the series of application that is coming every day, that I should also be made party. They never went to the High Court. So this order, if enforced, matter will get closed. They can, this, your lordship is reading 19 to 2024, read with 21/11/2023, that nobody will be permitted to file any petition after this deadline. With respect to any other question, which is 5.2, para 5.2 of this order, then everything will be closed. Every day now.
But may I say,
What has happened? There are many other who has challenged different questions. High Court has dismissed. Your lordship has confirmed that, sorry, because of these orders, we can't entertain this SLP at this stage. There are 2-3 SLPs which have been dismissed by your lordship, other coordinators.
We had passed some interim order earlier, no?
But
Asking them, what did you do?
much water has flown thereafter. Now, on the last occasion, they in fact made a, just 1 second. In fact, made a statement that we will create a supernumerary post. Now, if your lordship sees the last order, and second point, if your lordships kindly sees that order, what your lordships probably intended was, no High Court should entertain it. Your lordships are in fact entitled to entertain it, not the High Court. And third, kindly see, what happens. Third, now this marks, when the in fact, your lordships wanted it to be heard by your lordships, not by the High Court. That probably was the intention of your lordship. No, because since your lordship was seized off on the other matter, therefore your lordship probably thought it fit that
Lordship or not lordship?
no. Your lordship was hearing the matter. That was the prime concern. Because since your lordship were considering the matter, that's the point which I'm.
One thing I mentioned about the references. The commission took an order from your lordship on 21st of November 23. No difficulty. What does the commission do thereafter? They come out with a notification, and that was with regard to one question, Chula. The commission takes advantage of the lordship's order on 22nd of December 23, 10 years later, under the protection of your lordship's order, then there will be no further litigation in these matters. They will add a second question, which is this court, so the court extent. How do I?
They add another question.
They add a second question to the reply question. The notification which is today, I am agreed by, is because that's adding a second question meant I am out. Otherwise, I was in. As per your lordship.
Adding examinations are over, adding what?
That decision was taken after your lordship.
After lordship order.
What decision, bhai?
No, they corrected the answer.
ये गलत है.
And
that answer is.
Corrected a second question again. Which is why your lordship.
Multiple petitions were pending in relation.
Which is why your lordship on the last occasion said, tell us, file an affidavit and tell us what is the actual position. We are far from what the learned Solicitor General very graciously said, that if need be and your lordship's desire, we will succeed. We are not even asking that contingency will not arise. Because today, there are 1,900 people, those are 9 vacant people are not filled there.
That is not for you. That is for future. So this examination is of which year? This examination
22.
Eh?
22 months.
22. Now listen first, you are so full of your 22. Those vacancies which are post 22 cannot be filled by you. Because on those is the right of the person who became eligible post 22. That is the law. Prior to that, if there are any vacancies, you may be considered. That's all. Now we are in 25. 500 more vacancies taken, you cannot claim of that.
So that point of time, the very post,
Same advertisement. Same advertisement.
अच्छा अब आप लोग कितने हो?
198, you know.
Sir,
हाँ
it's for
hardly 200.
not more than 200. Around
around 200. These are our instructions. Around 200, that's not more than 200. All taken together.
All IAS.
All who are before your lordship. नहीं आएंगे, बिल्कुल नहीं आएंगे.
But these petitioners, my lord, they won.
Yeah.
There are more. There are more. There are 3-4 questions, my lord. They are not coming clearly. The third writ petition, the third SLP, your lordship had said no notice, but since your lordship granted leave in all matters, and that petition also got converted, they are saying that I am also party.
Yes.
My lord, what had happened? Not raised the third question. The petitions were pending in the High Court in relation to solar photovoltaic, whether 30% subsidy is given by the estate or 45%. So, because of confusion, because it had got changed within 4-5 months of the examination happening. So what happened? So I gave it to everybody. I gave it to everybody because there is confusion. Somebody is saying that why you are giving everybody? That is one petition. My lord, because the experts realized that the many students who may have under confusion not attempted.
In fact, their stand had changed from learned single judge to division bench to the counter affidavit and what was argued now.
Now.
Different stands are taken by the commission on this question.
पर्चा तक तो तय करना आपको आता नहीं है.
Different.
I am
My lord, there are.
merit had changed on account of giving general marks. Otherwise, I would have succeeded. Because of general mark, merit has changed.
Sometimes you are also on this side. Think about that.
The problem is
The question of 1 mark. There's just question of 1 mark.
many have been dismissed by this honorable court. There are 3 orders at least saying that you have come after cutoff mark. I'm just pointing out to assist your lordship. Your lordship may pass whatever order your lordship deems appropriate.
से वो dismiss हो गया, खत्म बात.
My lord,
They will come again, my lord.
You are for whom?
I am filing implement application.
Who are you?
I am for a NH2 and I have given it to correct question, none of these are.
You are not concerned with
Why? He will not be affected. He is already there in. Why should he bother?
Why should we hear you?
I not sure because NH, regard to that, then I will be affected. I have given permission. Then now-
He is already in. Why should he bother?
That is immaterial. Don't argue like that. See, just tell us these 200 posts were available at that time when you had it.
They were.
confirm this. You have to confirm this.
116 candidates are there before the court, as of now, who are affected by the not their prior approach. Now, out of 160, 31 will be accommodated to the 839 thing. So 85 candidates will be not acknowledged.
They will come.
That will solve the.
No. No.
Yes. Delete the candidates.
That's right. Yes.
Lordship, lastly pursuant to an oral observation, my lord, we have filed an additional affidavit. We have given those details, my lord. ये तो उसके लिए so it's not vacancy, it's in vacancy on that date. Vacancy. We had advertisement on 8085 and this all was completely filled up. There is only 188 posts which cannot be filled up with that have to be carried forward because that belongs to some category which has to be disabled category that has to be carried forward. I filed that affidavit my lord, to say this. Otherwise, a state may be asked to take up.
Who's for the state? Very surprising. Nobody represents the state. Who's representing the state?
Mr. Harish Pandey.
You're for the state, Mr. Rachana Srivastava. You're not for the state. Who's for the state? Who's appearing for them? State of UP is the necessary party.
Mr. Harish Pandey, AOR was appearing.
They already entered appearance.
Last
आपका तो नाम नहीं है शायद.
नाही आहे लास्ट नाही आहे मग ते त्यांना सांगू ना इफ नीड अरायझेस ते तेवढी वाचून आपण माझ्याकडे असं एक समोर ऑर्डर ते त्यांना नीट लक्षात आहे या सर्वांना नीट लक्षात येईल.
Post there by it's only 188 posts now.
You have given affidavit, sir.
For all the candidates who have been given.
What is the date of advertisement?
Is that 2000 just one?
Is this filed with Aladdin? Is about to. Just give me. Is 2026. Date is not given.
But I think learned Solicitor General appeared for the state of UP. Lord, in fact, last order,
Appeared for the commission, but somehow it came in the.
Lord, if your lordship sees the last order, it
Yeah,
says
yeah.
learned Solicitor General of India appearing for the state of UP
Yes, sir.
has given a statement
Yes, sir.
that in case, I think that's what the submission was, that in case the petitioner before this court succeed, then they shall be given appointment after creating supernumerary post. That's what is the submission.
This statement cannot be made by commission.
Yes, it has to be Uttar
It has to be made by commission.
UP, and that's what it says, reflect from your lordship.
Yeah, so it was made that state may create.
That's our Rita.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, sir, the advertisement date is 28/1/2000. Last date for submission of application was 28/1. 2022, my lord.
122.
Yes, my lord.
7622.
And my friend would not be an affected party. He is not an aggrieved party.
Your lordship may see this affidavit, my lord. Said,
After committing blunders and blunders. So they are an aggrieved party, they are not affected.
ये ऐड है, ये एडवर्टाइजमेंट की डेट क्या है? नहीं नहीं, ये तो कमेंसमेंट पब्लिश कब हुआ ये?
स्टेट के लिए कोई नहीं, स्टेट के लिए कोई नहीं, भारत की फाइल.
Lordship wanted 3 dates, my lord, that I have given.
Mr. Shamshad. Shamshad, ये चाह रहे थोड़ा रहम.
State, your lordship may issue notice to a state. I can't give any statement on behalf of state.
You did already.
I have same problem that
You already did. Solicitor General did.
Solicitor General statement is it.
So what we'll do is, You give a chart, you sit down with Mr. Shamshad, you see how many, first of all, how many vacancies were there on 28/1/22 or 7/1/22, whichever is the date?
Yes, my lord. Your lordship may note 7/1
No, you tell us the one thing. The vacancies which were exited, the advertised, how many posts were advertised,
Yes.
how many were filled and how many were vacant?
I have given that affidavit, my lord.
You have. अरे पहले सुन तो लो हम क्या कहने जा रहे हैं. So those only if they come in within that, well and good. Post that, if post vacancy, they have no right on those posts. So straight away they're out. Whether they're right or wrong. If there are some posts available which have not been filled, on they can be done. As far as this one question is concerned, Lalten or ye sab kya hai, GT, Dandi and all this. What we are doing is, they will give you a chart of how many candidates are there, how many had applied post 11/23 of the court's order, and how many they don't. They will give you the details of whatever category they are, post, pre, whatever. You tell us that these are eligible, they are after that date, and whatever objections you have, you just do affidavit, nothing, just
Prepare a chart.
chart. And tell us the vacancies which are existing at the time of advertisement, and how many were there, how many filled, how many are vacant. And the rest, if they are there, we'll do it. Ek number they can.
Only bear one factor in mind.
Let us give it pointers. So we'll have it on Monday, khatam karte hain.
Certain. I know that. Only one concern, my lord, which I must share with your lordship. Apart from the petitions and legal proceedings, we keep on getting applications. Mostly, my lord, not entertainable on some other questions, etc. And it may not open barrage of
No, अब इसके में और भी है क्या?
नहीं नहीं
applications.
There is going to be difficulty. For example, if we find somehow that there is 100 posts vacant, now who to accommodate? Because there will come to 200. Now,
But
which
yes.
question to be decided, in what manner to accommodate which candidate? These issues then will come.
Lord, may I say, let it be limited to those who have come before your lordship.
Those who are presently before the lordships.
You are aiming as if we are the appointing authority.
No, no,
They will,
Lord.
Yes.
they will recommend
More and more are coming,
They will-
and they are moving applications,
they will-
point us, appoint us.
eligible and they will make a recommendation.
They are approaching us also. Some of them are approaching us because of the deadline.
How many of them are there? कितने ऐसे लोग?
About 121 have it. As per their case. I check up with my partner.
By Monday, more will come.
Yeah.
I think you-
After today's hearing,
Lord,
Those one,
ray of hope.
are getting appointed.
Lord, since your lordships are disposing of the petition,
They're not disposing now.
I think one factor is, I agree with me also, but it will have to be given quietus with some figure also. That this date, nothing further, maybe you are similarly situated, but you miss the bus. Sometimes you miss the bus.
so your lordship may dispose of this petition.
Conform to the original petitioners in SLP for consideration, and don't, this is my suggestion, my lord, your lordship, to give a quiet.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That original petitioners in the SLPs can be kept in zone of consideration subject to whatever order is passed. My lord,
हो गया
The
ना?
commission is arguing beyond its brief.
date when the Solicitor General has given that assurance to this honorable
कौन हो?
Maharaj, I am the counsel for the 101, and petitioner in 101, Maharaj. Learned Solicitor General has given the assurance on that day, my lord has observed in the order that this is the till this
Give
date,
an assurance on behalf of state of UP, isn't it obvious?
yes, till that date,
That it can only come on behalf of UP. It may be treated as UP, but I can talk with them. Yes.
take that my lord has recorded.
Technically, I was.
We're not saying anything.
I was agreeing for UP, but I can be treated as having appeared in given statement. I'm not going to take a stand.
Order is clear here. Further, that this order pertains.
So we have heard everybody. Mr. Call, you want to say something?
Also made clear that the cause of the petitioner will not be defeated merely because of the pendency of the present cases before this court. SLP this, diary of this, and further that this order pertains only to the present section before this court.
Your Lordship order cut off.
Lordships have taken care of those people who are before your Lordship.
Your Lordships may also read my statement, treat it as a statement for the state. But my statement cannot be misconstrued.
Orders
Yes.
in
July, we don't have copy, we have not.
That tender,
Already reference from. You have another copy?
That's a clean copy, take this thing.
yeah, I have one.
That's clean only. I mean, you have a copy.
The last paragraph.
First paragraph, my statement was.
It is also made clear that the cause of the petitioner will not be defeated merely because of the pendency of the present. Just a minute.
Last portion of the order.
And further that this order pertains only to the present section before. Just a minute.
No, kindly see the first part of this page. Page 4, your Lordships have page 4. Learned so and so appearing for the state of Uttar Pradesh has given a statement that.
No, no, this relates to the one pendency means those people who had come before that cutoff date.
My statement also. Kindly will not have a look at
This cannot override the earlier order of November. It has.
Take the petitioner before this court.
Another statement.
आप ऐसा मत करो, वरना problem में आओगे आप.
My statement was also that statement that in case the petitioners before this court succeed, then they shall be appointed on Supreme Court. Not everyone.
All right, लिखिए. Third, petitioners before this court shall give the details of all the petitioners who are before this court in one page,
In one chart, you know.
one chart, be given to the learned Solicitor General of India as well as to Mr. Shamshad, who are representing State Public Service Commission. The details of the petitioners be also given, such as the question paper, the question answer, which is in dispute in their case, and when they had filed, and when is the first date when they had approached either the High Court or this court. The respondent will verify these facts and will also come out with the details as to what were the exact number of vacancies existing at the date of advertisement in the year 2022, how many of these vacancies were filled, and how many remained vacant. And out of the vacancies, whether all the petitioners can be adjusted or not. And objections of the commission as well as the state on filling of these vacancies by the petitioners. You sit with them and chalk out the details.
On 21st March, the petitions were 20th were filed petitions, we filed infrequent on 21st. Just a day's delay in filing the infrequent applications. Who were petitioners before the order?
You tell us all those details to Mr.
Yes,
Shamshad.
No,
No, not today.
Commission will also say and the state government because
नहीं, इससे पहले लिख लीजिए. The council shall serve a copy of this order shall also be served on the council for the state of UP. क्या नाम है उनका नाम जो? Mr. Harish Pandey. And Mr. Harish Pandey and Mr. Shamshad and Harish Pandey will consult on this aspect before coming before this court on the next date of listing. We'll have it on next Thursday. 2 weeks. Next,
all petition.
But we take at least appearance to the petitioner who are the parties before the High Court and have filed the infringement application.
Your Lordship may say all those who are before your Lordship.
See, we are limiting it to, don't do this. We are limiting it to limited number of people. Otherwise, it becomes a problem which cannot be solved.
It's not only.
As on,
Next, yes. But then, क्या आया वहां से घर से आया विकास सिंह वाला कंट्रोल निकाल दो इसको इसकी कॉपी राज शिव को बता दीजिएगा कॉपी चार्ट में हो जाएगा इसी का कोई ये देखा डिटेल्स अभी क्योंकि हमें पर है नहीं डिटेल एक ऑर्डर एक रजिस्टर्ड जुडिशियल को बता देना जी ये जो उनको डायरेक्शन मिनिस्ट्री अप्रूव वगैरह करने ठीक है यही पे लिख दें रजिस्टर्ड of this order or what complies the order comply with the ministry channel and in the transit
in total, my lord, it is 200. Maximum number is 200. My lord, if they are considering few, why should they not consider all? Yes, my lord, the figure. Yes,
everybody.
Yes.
जो भी जितने हो आप लोग.
but
It is not that all will be given, but let's have some idea.
yes, absolutely.
102.